Hi everybody, I'm Jeff, I'm a wizard. I do a horoscope that is sometimes weekly, sometimes not. And I'm pretty depressed right now. So I thought I would combine the two, show you a bit how I try to deal with that. And give you your horoscope, which this week will be success, through a very cynical point of view. So maybe in that way I can bridge this positive thinking world with the depression state, like for other people out there who have problem using the positive thinking when they're feeling bad, okay? And the same way, just by how I'm talking, I can show you maybe how while I'm feeling really bad, still manage to say words that I believe in and focus on good things. I hope. So, if you want to go right ahead to the horoscope to talk about you, check it. Go to the timestamps in the description box, in the comment section. And I'm gonna just show you in the intro really shortly how I manage, or I try to manage, or a couple of things I've learned that really help me, okay? So let's start with that. So how am I coping? First, one trick that I've said before is, like, I wanna show you, just have this little book with post-its. It's not a good system, but maybe it is. Doesn't matter, you can do it however, which way you want. And just every day, I write down what I do right to help myself, okay? This is not a to-do list, no pressure, but for my case, but that is the discussion that something that I've negotiated with myself, is like there are two things that are on that list that I try to do every day, even if I don't do them, but like it's eat, so I write E-A-T and try to cross each letter, and then H2O and try to cross each letter or number. Which I don't really manage to do every day, but it is a sort of a minimum that I try to keep looking at. But in any case, I write down the other good things that I do. Combine that with my biggest second point is drop all pressure, because yesterday I only did like I didn't do a lot, so today I just continue that list. I don't make a point of it that how empty that is. I do note it. I'm here, I'm reading it, so I just continue the list, so it's a happy full list at the end, and then I can feel good about it. The point is that I feel good about it, and at the same time it stimulates me to do small things that do give me a good feeling after a while, you know, it's conditioning. So, for instance, like drinking water with lime or a slice of lemon is something that I really like now. So every day I can write off my list, vitamin C, check. And water, check. Go for a walk, go to the store, anything, really anything. Get out of bed, talk to someone. That was a good one to talk to someone. What else did I do today? Oh yeah, try to make a video, see? I don't have to be successful, just try to make a video. Right, okay. Another thing, when like I often get is, see, this is why it's good to work with crystals, or maybe work with a spirit to talk to, because it gives you a proxy for self-punishment, okay? Or auto-mutilation, hurting yourself. Like cutting your wrists, or stop taking care of yourself, or hitting your head against the wall, which is one of my favorites. So a good proxy for that is, for instance, this morning, that energy went into this ring. Like my instinct wanted me to wear this ring, and all my anger towards the situation I threw in this ring. So I threw this ring, angry on the ground. But I managed to, like, I walked around it, like, ostentatiously a couple of times, and then I put it on. So I write now, stop fighting inanimate objects. But actually, I mean, it's a self-talk you have without having to hurt yourself. So that ring becomes the voice of something that is trying to, like, I can put some anger on that, you know what I mean? And then I can do the same with God. I can just have an angry talk with God. Say, I'm not happy, leave me alone, I hate you, I don't want you. Because that's the thing with God, he loves you anyway. So you can really tear him a new one. Like, really, like, go to him and say, Missy, I have a word with you, okay? That's it, and wash myself, small things. It can be even go to the toilet, you know what I mean? Like small things, every little thing you do is good. Like look out into the sun, even if it's for a minute. I write that down, and that does create a positive feedback loop. That does work, because I do see that mentally, it may be still bad sometimes, I do manage to take better and better care of myself, which does add up. And eating more healthy, looking better, those things do help you. Because the opposite is very much true. It makes it worse. Like when you get depressed and then you start looking bad, you start looking pale, you start looking skinny, you feel very drained. These things it's a vicious cycle. So that's why ignoring the things that are not going right. So I don't fight myself if I don't eat or if I don't sleep. So that just makes me focus more on the little bits I do eat, even if it's a banana. I write banana. Great. It's something, because it actually did cost me energy, or was like a resistance to it. Small steps. Then a second important thing is to have fun. So that's why I bought this very cheap frozen lamp from Elzanet with a pretty blue light, for no reason except that it's pretty. Maybe it will help with the cards. Then I chose the decks of cards that gave me the most fun. And I wasn't having it, but there was one deck that made me laugh, which is the Robin Wood Tarot. It just made me go, wood, right? And then the other deck that gives me some fun is this the Weight Tarot, but with the holographic on it, because holographic is fun. Pretty little lights. See? Very easy. And I'm using this ball just because it's called a shaman ball. Shaman. Funky wizard ball. Which makes me feel more, I don't know, I like it. So I just the fact that I like it, that I'm playing with it, is working good for me right now. What else can I say for right now? I don't know. Let's just get into it, and then hopefully while I talk, I show you a way. No, don't think about it, you know, like the sign you will listen to right now, that's gonna be the one, that's gonna be the trick that you hear from me, that's gonna help you the most in similar situations to apply to your life. Yes, because it's all about you here at the Horoscope, where it's all about me. Are you ready for some fun? Gonna put on the lights. I don't know. Figure it out. Okay, quick. Then we're gonna start with. Oh yeah, I have to explain the subject. Excuse me. Episode 18. I looked up what 18 means. It's about accomplishment and success. The card in the tarot is the Moon card, but I'm seeing it as a clear moon. So, that's why I'm going to focus on 12 successes that are not that clear to you right now. So it's not like, yeah, but I'm going to show you where the dawn of something is starting, or where you've gone through the difficult part and everything is clear now. You just need to keep going or something. You know, where success is not that clear to you yet. That's how I'm seeing it. And then my first tip for positive thinking that is important is it doesn't have to be true. Okay, if it sounds nice to you, if it works for your mind, if it gives you the feeling, it's okay. For instance, on Wikipedia I found that in traditional Chinese 18 is a lucky number because it's pronounced as Shiba, I don't know, sounds as Shifa, which would mean definitely get rich. Now that's according to Wikipedia, and it's highly likely that a Chinese person would say like, what are they talking about? But that doesn't matter. I liked it, I believe it, so I use it. I just use the fun of it, you know, like, ooh, 18, definitely get rich. So every time I see 18, that's a little spark I'm getting, ooh, definitely get rich, which may seem like throwing a small water drop on a hot plate, but don't underestimate that you're building a positive feedback loop of something that could help support something else further on, okay? It's the bigger picture is way more complex, okay? And you have help from angles you don't expect in your brain. It all happens in here. Okay, so accomplishment and success. That was the intro. this will be the horoscope. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Aries. 2 cards for toi. The Star and Judgment. So success, achievement. See, it's tricky because I see the Star reversed and I want to go analyze that, but because I've put out the intention beforehand and I'm going to focus on successful things, it's hard to explain, but it sparks an enthusiasm and an excitement in me that's like, okay, this is a good thing. This is definitely going to be a good thing, so I don't have to worry so much. So I can see the Star reversed very, like, easily here. See this blue? See this blue? Holy fuck. Ooh, see this elder light? Does that do anything? No, it does nothing. I'm gonna leave it out first. Serve this purpose. Serve this purpose. Success. Okay, there is... You're a star. But you feel like you're not being heard at the moment. You feel like you don't have a voice. You feel like I feel like you are speaking or trying or doing things, but that's like you're in a world on your own. You're in your own little world here, like me. But there is judgment that you have a lot more momentum than you know. And what was the first thing I wanted to say? Oh yeah, that people already, that you've impressed some important people for your story already. So you don't have to actually, it's not a matter of doing it, it's just a matter of time actually. Yeah, so take that pressure off you, because actually you've already impressed the right people and they've seen enough. They see the star you are, and they heard you. But you don't see that yet. So if you feel like you're still a bit trapped, maybe, or in your own little world, yeah, and you're speaking, and it has been heard, and it's gonna deliver for you. Okay, so it's okay. You're doing good. You're actually doing good. So it's a matter of time. Get out of your own way in that regard, you know, like focus on other things that may be annoying or problematic right now and consider that as a successful project. Whatever artistry or speaking or where you are a star, okay? So just accept that it's coming and that you've already done good things, period. Aries, thank you. Yeah, Taurus. Taurians, we have 9-9. 9-9-9. Swords, Nightmares card, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, material. Yeah, Taurus. Okay. You are having a lot of nightmares, or a lot of. It's really coming up strong because you are on the brink of this, of actually going through this gate or coming at this gate. You're at the end of it. So this may be, you're feeling the pain of this the highest without maybe actually worrying about it, because that's a bit how I'm experiencing it sometimes. Like I can push all these thoughts away. I understand it. I'm not like, no, that's invalid. That's because I'm afraid right now. That's a fear response I've seen 1,000 times. That's a false idea I used to have, and actually see like, oh, that worry, actually that's improved so much. I'm amazed by it. But they're still hanging there, and it's like you're imprisoned. You know, like you can name them all and say like, yeah, old friends, but you feel like you're still in the prison. And look how it's the barbed wire across this face, across this. Face? What's his face? Barbed wire? No, fence. And oh, and then 1 pentacle on top. Yeah. So I got 2 things here. First of all, that these blades are keeping you from this 1 pentacle. I don't think that's right. I just think my first thought was that this is sort of the part of the prison, and this is the way out. And you've earned that. You're getting there. But success-wise, this is so high, or your brain is throwing these swords at you continuously, because it's a not compute position you're in. You've done the work, you've done all you can, and you know it's valuable, you know your own worth, and still this is not reflected in the outside world just yet, which means you're just in a does not compute situation. So the only message I can tell you here is that your success is here, but stop thinking for now. It just doesn't serve you at all, because it doesn't compute. It's like you've done all the right things, you've pushed all the right buttons, you're gonna get the result. You're in that weird phase, like you're in a soda machine and you're throwing in the coins, and then it just goes and two more of those, and you start worrying and getting angry and frustrated. That's where you're at, okay? But trust me, it's gonna pop. It's gonna be like, ah, damn right, machine. That made so much sense to me. Okay, thank you, Gemini. 1, 2, 3. I think we need to go a bit faster. Your success. 5 of Wands and the Chariot upside down. Come on, okay. It's really challenging me here, Gemini. Fuck. Gemini, you are not... oh, okay. Success is that you haven't moved on a subject. You've stayed true to yourself. You've stayed true to who you are. You stayed true to your own values, okay? You've been in very difficult, I think, combat with the world around you, or having very difficult people come at you, or difficult situations, or the same people trying to back you down from a certain subject, and you stay true. You've not moved. You've not moved. You stay true to who you are. And it may seem like you're still like, why am I still getting all this conflict? Or because staying true to who you are, standing up for yourself, that just causes people to, because internally with them, they feel the call to do that with themselves, and because they're so afraid, they try to, it's like a double thing. They want you to fail, because that their fear wants sort of, their ego wants to make the world see like, look, it isn't easy, and it's not just 1, 2, 3. So it's hard for me, but at the same time they want the other person to succeed. So because deep down inside they want the same. So they want somebody to show them, hey, it actually works, follow me. But because they, like, it just forces people to go through their own shit, okay? And they high trees catch a lot of wind, period. You're staying true to yourself. Good job. Leave it at that. Then we go to 1, 2, 3, Cancer. Yes, Cancer. All right, what is your success, Cancers? The Empress and love, 2 of Cups. Upside down. Cancers, your success is that you become an Empress, and you are attracting good kind of love. Yeah, like the new, like you're attracting new energy, new love, new ways of, new sort of energy to match who you have become, okay? Because you're very smart, you have experienced a lot, you are in control of your emotions, you know what you want, you know what your worth is, so you're attracting people that like the same and that see your worth, okay? The same as the other piles, there's a buffer time, okay? There's a buffer time. I'm looking at the back of this. What did I see in that? You are fully supported with, you're protected. You're really, looking at the hexagram, I think it is, with the 6. Like the 2 triangles on top of each other, which always is for me, with it, as is within, without, or as within, without, and as above, so below. Which means you are pretty in harmony with the universe. You're working well. Oh, see that green? It's like you're a new little baby sprout of energy that the universe is pouring a lot of love in. And at the same time, in that little new sprout, there is a tree of wisdom. Hello, poetry class. That'll be all. Thank you. Lions, what's your success this week? Okay, the star, we already had it. The boy was upside down. So, good news. 7. So, what's your success story? What is your success story? Okay, Lions, you managed to leave a very difficult situation, cut ties, cut your losses, and turn that into something big. You managed to turn a very bad situation into something better, or into something actual that could actually sustain something good. Okay, you left a situation where you could not be a star, and you accepted that. That was really painful, but you were smart. You were smart. You stayed smart. You stayed sharp, and you managed to escape so that you can be the star, or you turned that into something. I got it first, I saw it first. So could be like for you to be the star, or to just be open about your emotions, like be talking about like being true, being yourself. So to be yourself, you had to get out, and you did that. And that's a really, really brave thing to do. It's really brave. It's really difficult, because we just don't want to be lonely. We hate it. So anything that puts us away from people, no matter how bad they are, feels bad, period. It feels like we lose. So you stood up for yourself. You stood up for yourself. You stood up for yourself. Don't underestimate what that does. Don't underestimate how much love you will have found in yourself, even though you're not feeling it right now. Trust me. Something is something inside you merged, and you don't realize it yet. You don't realize it yet. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Moving forward. There it goes. The success story. A lot of cups. You're the Queen of Cups. And then the 10 of Cups reversed. Success, success. Let me think, yeah? Ooh. What is this about? Virgos. Okay, look, I'm gonna go over. My first instinct was you managed to stay this true queen on her throne, honest, just, open, and despite bad situations, or despite not being satisfied, despite not finding happiness, or despite not finding your happiness yet, your satisfaction yet. Look what she's doing. She's looking really fiercely, I would say, smizing at this cup. Okay, this is what you managed to do, Virgos. This is actually really, really brave, because despite a lot of negative emotions, or despite a lot of fears or unhappiness, you went back inside and you looked at yourself, and you looked hard. Look how focused she is, and you managed to start learning again something that is very difficult. Was very difficult for you to crack open. So you actually managed to do the self-reflection that was necessary. So you managed to stay on your throne, and you are truly worthy of being the Queen of Cups, because despite you were not even seeing it. So it was very hard for you to look back at this cup, at yourself, at how am I doing this? Why am I attracting this? It takes so much work to keep doing this, when you keep running into unhappy situations, to keep looking at yourself. Okay, I know I don't deserve it, so why is this happening to me? What am I doing? What am I thinking? That takes a lot of strength to not become bitter, sour, to not become closed, cold, stuck in your ways. You managed to break out of that, and that's gonna get heavy rewards. But not right now, not right now. It's a bit of a phase. And then I saw that child in the chair. which was kind of... I see it as an angel now. Before that I saw it as a trapped child, now I see it as an angel. Oh my god, yeah, that's what it is. That's what you did. You had this little baby child was trapped inside of you, and you're managing to free that because you're looking inside, deep heart. You want this to be free. So, but what you did is you actually look how this light is hitting it with this red. You went through these fears and you faced it. That little boy or girl inside of you. Okay, so it's not trapped anymore. It's coming with you. It took a lot of courage, and it's an enormous show of self-love to yourself. That makes you very protected. That's why the angel, I think. Good. Thank you, Virgos. Libras. Your success. Magician and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you managed to make money by doing nothing. Or you actually managed to quit doing work you don't want to do, or by doing the minimal amount of effort. Or like me, you know, like you take a couple of months off your job and you get paid, because that's why you pay a lot of money when you do work. So I could say I just spent a couple of months not doing work, making money. You know, that's pretty cool. Doesn't feel cool, but it's the way you look, a way to look at it, you know, instead of like, oh, I'm useless and this is never gonna get me anything. Hey, I'm actually, they're giving me money to do nothing right now, to just be me. Pretty cool, right? Or you are become a lot closer to the situation where it just doesn't feel like work anymore. You are really looking, you have turned a lot of hard work and doing the grind around in, no, I am making my own reality, I'm getting what I want, this is what I want, that's why I'm doing it, that's why I'm getting it, this is what I enjoy to do, you know? Just a different perspective. I think you are really recognizing that you're a magician, that your thoughts and words affect, and your intentions really affect what goes on around you, and that things are not so random. And you have a lot more control than you think. Yes. Guess that was for me. Got it. Then Scorpios. Hellozies. Knight of Swords, upside down. So this Pegasus seen in the clouds. Down, Pegasus. Why did I say Pegasus? I never say Pegasus there. King of Pentacles reversed. Scorpios. What is the success? What is the success? Tell me success. Pegasus. What is the... Wow, I'm really blocking for you guys. I'm gonna take another card. And the Queen of Pentacles, which does not seem to help me. Okay, wait. The first thing I got was you managed to stand up to some people, Scorpio. You managed to stand up to this knight who was very critical about you, or who flew over you like he had attacked you from above. Why am I saying that? I mean in the figurative sense, in the way that you, somebody with a higher status or a higher rank, or have power, who has power over you, kind of was very critical to you, or maybe were insensitive in the ways that they didn't realize they had so much power, or they were, that it means a lot more to you than you think, or it has blah blah blah. Okay? Then the King of Pentacles, somebody who is cheap, not in control of their shit, who maybe uses your money, steals your money, your resources. Fuck, why do I keep trying to say that word? Your stuff. You stood up to some people here, okay? And I was fucking good, because I think by doing this, by really investigating the relationship around you, you did manage to find support, and I think managed to make yourself the Queen of Pentacles. You know, like, I don't care what everybody else thinks. I don't care how bad the financial situation is, or what people have done to me, or that they've taken from me or stolen from me. I'm gonna rebuild, and in overcoming this, you manage to really find this essence, and you're not completely overcoming this yet, but this is like all you need to get there eventually, okay? Because if you have this basic support and stability sort of figured out, you don't need these people anymore. So you're self-reliant, and at the same time, I do think that you found some support in the world around you that made you strong to keep standing up to these people and say, like, okay, look, I got some people who don't back me up, and I got some people who back me up. And knowing which is which, that means a lot, and it's gonna help you a lot more in the future than you realize. But it's painful. It was painful. It was painful. Thank you, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Success. So, I saw the world first. So you are breaking free to the world, Sagittarius. No. The opposite. That's not where you're at. You're still. See, this is still Five of Pentacles. You're still this beggar, a bit, or maybe, or you have gone through that. You managed to find the world, or to break free from that, to not let the money hold you back, or the deficit of something, or the health problems, and still find your world. You know, like managed to do it even with these problems. You broke free. You broke free, especially within, and that's gonna reflect without yet. Okay, it's coming. It's the thinking you do inside. There's sometimes they say in the higher dimensions, like the story that unfolds is way big, like it's happening before our story here on the 3D world, where, you know, the timeline is just late. Where it's like we see the consequences or the reaction in the 3D world from what plays up higher, but then like a year ago, okay? So they're a year ahead. But I saw that always as like, the way I'm projecting the future in my head is I'm making plans in the future, but living here in this moment. So my life here is on a different timeline than the timeline in my head or inside. That's why you had to break free inside first to break free from this, but that's not where you're at. But you just need to be very, very proud that you did not let this hold you back, and you still did it anyway. And you found a lot of pride in that. Focus on that. Okay, good. I have to move on. Sorry. Capricorn, Two of Swords, and the Hierophant, 5. What is your success here? You made a decision to go back to school, I wanted to say, or to study again. That's the first part. That's the feeling I get. It's like you. It's more like okay, it's more like this. You had to make really difficult decisions, or you were blindfolded, and you really learned to apply the basics and your ninja training and the fundamentals. This is a ninja, don't look at it too much. So you could make this decision, and you could be strong in that shit with those swords. So you would know what to do. You actually had something, you managed to really learn and apprehend a system for you to fall back on. So I think if you look back a year ago, 2 years ago, and see how you would have handled certain situations, you need to see that how much you've grown, and how wise you've become, and how well you found a system for yourself that you can fall back on, and that you can trust. and that you know that works. Like me explaining these small little things that you try to get me through difficult times. Okay, I can fall back on that, and that's when I'm depressed, when I'm blindfolded, I can still make difficult decisions, or I can still kind of know what's best for me, or figure that out, or break the patterns. Stay smart about it and not emotional. Yeah. Then Aquarius, the success, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Are we doing right? Capricorn, Aquarius. Okay, you found a new beginning. You found something new. You found a new life. You found a new start. And it's a very young energy. It's a very good energy. I like this. This is like a match made in heaven. It's like a match made in heaven. You made a match in heaven. No, you went to the millionaire matchmaker in heaven, and you found a match. God, I don't know why I wanted to do that bad joke. I think I want to do another joke, but then I didn't have one. So take it as you want. Just look at the pretty cards. What can I say? What is the success here? Because we're talking about what you did. You managed. This is very good. Great. You managed to keep this young energy and to keep being grateful and appreciative and in love with the world. You look at this new pentacle and you're still like a child. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. And you kept that energy. Yeah. And that's why you are having beautiful new start, because you are just so responsive to that energy. You still have this big child in you, and it's found something to play with, and that's breaking you out. Yeah, that's good. Okay, bye. Then last, Pisces. What is the success? Lovers reversed and the Page of Pentacles first. Pisces. What is it? Good news here. I want to draw another card because I'm confused. The Devil. Okay, it gets better. It gets better. What is your success? Come on, cards. Hello, help me. I saw this as you have failed love. Okay, just gonna run it through how the first words that popped in my head. The yellow is the happiness, but no happiness. No happiness, and then we have the Devil. Oh, wait. I think you had a painful year where things you hoped for, or I think especially love, didn't come, and that has challenged your beliefs incredibly, and it's pushed you into a weird little corner where I can't explain it myself yet, but this is sort of something that happens to us, is where we are so afraid of this devil, and then it seems like God makes us so, it pushes us, or it irritates us so much that we become so angry at God that we have more peace with the devil. Does that make sense? So we become suddenly, because we're so angry at God, because we're so unhappy with our situation, we find ourselves sympathizing with the devil, the opposite of God. We're like, fuck this, and you want to kind of do something bad, so you kind of sympathize with the devil. But that means that you are seeing yourself more in the devil, which means that it's becoming one. It's becoming one, because the devil is a part of God. Okay, it's just God in another disguise. So it's your shadow side. You're coming closer to your shadow side. You managed to overcome your shadow side. You managed to find a friend in that, and find some sympathy in that, and recognize yourself in that, and actually be at peace with that. And for me, that went a little while ago. Suddenly I found a lot of relief when I thought, yeah, okay, so I have these scars, and I'm weird because of that. I'm a bit fucked up. That's fine. I'm figuring it out. I'm weird or damaged, whatever. It just made me feel good. I mean, like, yeah, I have scars, period. and that's okay. I can be dysfunctional, so you can too. Okay, that's it, man. Men and women. Hope it helps. See you in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know how I'm doing this yet. I thought I'd just wait until the new Rick and Morty episode airs. I thought it would do 2 weeks hiatus, but yeah, these videos really help me. Okay, so that's why I try to do them for myself, because they really do help. They really do feel better. But the resistance before them, my God. It's a lot. Okay. I'm only talking to Pisces right now, right? This is weird. See you guys soon. Okay, 40.